This is a training on basic routing through the M32. On the routing page, you can see that the routing is broken up into blocks of 8. As you can see, the first 8 correspond to the first 8 control channels. The second column corresponds to the second group of 8 control channels. Columns 3 and 4 correspond to all of page 2, and the fifth column corresponds to the auxiliary control channels on the third page. Within each column are different options for inputs. The local inputs are the XLRs found on the back of the console. The next category is AES50A and B, which correspond to the RJ45A and B inputs on the back of the console, which could be digital stage boxes. The last option for inputs is card, which corresponds to the card on the back of the console, which could be MADI over USB, coax, or fiber, depending on what card you have. This last category of aux and remap is where you can reassign the inputs to the auxiliary control channels. On the output page, you can see that in the left column are the 16 XLR outputs that correspond to the back of the M32. Above the third encoder are several categories which will help you navigate all the output signals that are available to route to the 16 XLR outputs. Above the fourth encoder, you can see the list of output signals. If you scroll through all of them, you'll find that you can route pretty much any signal that runs through the console. The next column is called tap or pickoff point, which is where you can assign what part of the signal you want to be routed to that XLR output. The +M stands for plus mute. Finally, above the last encoder is our delay, where we can assign an output delay for fill speakers or any other situation that you might require. Please see my advanced routing video for more information.